All right, y'all, we back with another reaction right here on ABP Reactions. And right now, we finna take it out to Texas, where a rapper killed his best friend on camera. Let's go.
You better pay me what you owe me. I got tired of wasting time, so I just went and bought a Rolex. Well, Dallas! Happy New Year, man. Against the plug on my medical, they shoot. Man, they tripping, bro.
What the fuck? When it comes to the he say, she say stuff,
I said, what the
you
fuck?
might want to keep your thoughts to yourself and think twice on what you putting on record. It's not doing too much waiting till the facts get presented. We all might think one thing, but until it's in black and white, your thoughts don't mean nothing. And that's important. Because you'll have situations where you can get a man killed for something he ain't do, put a target on their back, or even get somebody hammed up by local law enforcement. You know, on the first day of 2026, for those who don't remember, one of our first videos we did this year took place in Texas. It involved the local rapper who was unfortunately gunned down at a local after-hours spot. Unfortunately, he was shot in the head. Not to mention, it was on surveillance, and out the gate, something seemed off. Now, we'll later go over that surveillance footage once again, but I remember hearing a man desperately ask the person who was displaying the video to delete it. But why would you delete it if someone you didn't know killed your man? But then soon after, it was this theory floating around that the Mexicans did it. People who wasn't even there, insinuating that they was told that that's who shot him, that's who killed him. And in most people's heads, according to the video, after the initial report would say, worst case scenario, that was self-defense, based on seeing Zeke run towards the alleged perpetrator. But then 3 weeks after his demise, his family, friends, and fans would get a major update. It wasn't the Mexicans, it was his best friend, a man who not only allegedly did it, but soon after went to Instagram to make a dedication post. And I'll let you decide on how you feel about that.
Damn,
but
that's deep.
It's important that I present what's been presented to the public thus far, because this goes to show you, not everything you hand on social media is to be trusted. Even when people do tell you they had a reliable source. Because as we all know, unless it's in black and white, whether it's the truth or not, that's all we can go by, unless we was physically there. So in this video, we're going to talk about what happened once again, but we also going to go over the new updates. Identify who this man is, his new charges, when did he get arrested, how did he get arrested, and what happened between Zeke losing his life up until now, including a controversial GoFundMe that was made on behalf of his family.
Oh, god damn, there's a lot going on. Like, imagine your boy, your son, your cousin, whatever, he go to the club with his homeboys and his best friend that he always with. Y'all asking him, what happened after he gets shot? What happened? What happened? I don't know, Mexicans. And then you believe in what he's saying. You like, and then 3 weeks you find out it was him. And you find out it was his best friend that killed him. Oh, that gotta be like some soul-crushing shit. Like, what the fuck?
But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Damn.
We're gonna jump right to it. Fam, in the last year or two, it's this new movement called New Dallas. You got artists like Zillionaire Zoe, Montana 700, Head Honcho Amir, Hustle Man Q's, and as you can see in the thumbnail, even though his name wasn't mentioned, Zeke the Wizard, a man who was recently signed to FBG, the label owned by Future. This was the group on $1 Million Worth of Game podcast back in the summer of 2025 on June 15th.
He was signed to Future?
$1 million worth of game, aka New Dallas, is going down. Now, this is a very special episode because usually when we come, it takes some time for us to come. But at certain times we gotta come because it's special. And what makes this special is that It's a brotherhood that makes this special. It's a unity that makes this special. And it's something going on that you don't see in a lot of communities around this neighborhood. Some young cats winning, loving each other and showing brotherhood and turning it the fuck up like they do in the New Dallas. So that's why me and Gil had to come down
Get all from different neighborhoods.
and put some light on this. You know what I'm
tight.
saying?
That's tight.
It's real special. And you got different styles with everybody that's here. We want to start off with Amir, right?
This is tight as fuck that they drove down and showcased this shit. This is the type of shit I like to watch. I didn't know this interview existed. I'm definitely gonna check this out.
Yeah.
How did it get popping for you?
Man, really, nigga just started rapping. But I really wasn't taking it serious for real though. Nigga just playing around with it. But then it was like, I had did my first show at Victor's. They had booked me. Really, I did it for free, you know what I'm saying? But I seen the crowd came out. Then from there, I just knew like, okay.
It's on.
You know what I'm saying? It's on. Then like I just kept dropping consistently, paying them for promo and shit. Shit just started going up. Then I was just like, okay, this is it. Like, you know what I'm saying? When certain people start reaching out, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you the one. You gotta keep going, woo-doo. I was like, man, I'ma just stick with it, you know what I'm saying?
Consistency, man. That's what it's about, man. Consistency, dog. In any field you in, that's how you get better. That's how you get popping.
That's when I just started taking it serious.
Who put you on the rap though?
Who put me on the rap? I've been around music, cause my pops and them, they had a label back then. And he had an artist, so I was already in the studio as a young nigga, you know what I'm saying? So when I was a kid, I'm watching 106 Apart videos. I already knew how to rap when I was young. I just didn't tell my people then. Like, I went to school with Wiz. We in middle school, me and bro freestyling, you know what I'm saying? He'll tell you, I been knew how to rap, you know what I'm saying? So it was always in me, like, to do the music shit.
But what motivated?
Now, as you can see, the New Dallas had a big movement headed into 2026. And as you just heard from Honcho Amir, him and Zeke had went to school together. But unfortunately, the movement would take a huge blow. On New Year's, Zeke had attended an after-hours/strip club that we talked about in the first interview, as well as going over his background. Dallas police responded to Empire Central near northbound Stemmons Freeway at around 3:45 a.m. Police didn't say exactly where the shooting took place, but a day after, video started to circulate on social media. Now, I can't play the entirety due to YouTube guidelines, but I want you guys to pay close attention to what I can play.
Who recorded you? Yeah, and then the old dude who was wearing the Zillionaire Doe hoodie walked up to me and said, "Hey, bro, don't record this." So I pulled it down, and then I started recording right here. When the shots go off. But like, look.
Oh, shit.
Right,
Oh, yeah, God.
Oh, shit. Uh-oh.
That's Z right there on my mama.
He done. And then look, they shooting.
I didn't ask, did he shot his ass?
And look, I pop out over here.
Damn.
I'm like, oh shit.
At least if you did. Yeah, right. They
I don't know, Dallas. I was almost sold that y'all had a movement going, man. But this don't look like no movement, man. This look like y'all out there, tripping on each other. I don't know, man. You almost had me go watch that video.
That's my body right there. Oh,
Hey, he erased this video, dude. He erased his whole video.
Now, fam, we're gonna pause it there. But I want you guys to check this screenshot that I took when this incident first happened. And just keep it in the back of your head. Because what do this screenshot tell you before we go over anything else? Now, Zeke didn't lose his life right away. For days, he was fighting. And during that time, people were speculating. And then there was the rumor speculating about what he allegedly did inside the venue. One of the main rumors was that he was throwing money in the club. Of course, it's a strip club after hours. And allegedly, another crew who was some Mexicans was allegedly offended after some money that Zeke threw had ended up hitting them. They had a verbal altercation. It then led to being outside in the parking lot of what you just saw. And that might be true. But it seems a gun was drawn. And the first shot was from behind Zeke, which led to the people who he was following to shoot back.
Man, they tripping, bro.
They shot Z in the head.
Morning shooting that left 4 people hurt outside a nightclub. Officers were called around 3:45 this morning to the Pink House, a nightclub near
man.
Empire Central and Stemmons. We're told an argument led to 4 people being shot.
God
All
damn.
4 were taken to a nearby hospital, one of them in critical condition.
Unfortunately, on
4
January
people
5th,
shot.
Dallas police said that 25-year-old Zeke Fields, also known as Zeke the Wizard, succumbed to his injuries. May he rest in peace and love and condolences to his family.
Rest in peace to that brother, man.
For the next 2 weeks, a lot of things went on to the public in regards to Zeke and his demise. One was his alleged best friend who made a long post on social media just 2 days after he succumbed to his injuries, which we'll later discuss. But since that's key to the closing of this story, I want us to also talk about the controversy surrounding Zeke's GoFundMe.
Hold on, man. Hold on. God damn. So the best friend knew that he shot him. Boom! On accident. First shot, they saying. Boom! But he kept busting. Boom, boom. But then, so 5 days in the hospital. He probably going to check on him, all that family there. All his family there. He up in there with him crying. They like, what happened? Man, woo-to-woo. He probably told the story of what happened, but he just left out the part that he shot his homeboy. But he probably told everything else. Oh, them niggas woo-to-woo and them, they was tripping woo-woo, so we got off on them niggas. So, this nigga was there probably. Then after he dies, 2 days later, you write a post. To kind of find out it was you. Now, I'm not going to say he was on no snake shit, but there is some crazy guilt he had to be feeling. And how do you tell somebody like when it wasn't intentional? I'm the one that did it. I'm the one that killed your son. I'm the, like, they would never understand it. Even if you told them that wasn't your intentions, the family would never understand that. I wouldn't. My nigga shut all that shit up, cuz. You was jealous of cuz. Like, it's going to be instantly. That's how we going to think. So, I don't know. What do y'all think, man? How should he have played this one? Knowing that he killed him. Bah! How should he have played it? Because the thing is, number one, he doesn't want to go to jail, obviously. So he got to lie. But how should he have played it with the family?
Was made on behalf of his mom. Now, the first thing the public noticed was the amount. $100,000 was asked to be raised. And of course, a lot of people pointed out his friends, the New Dallas, and a well-known figure from that area had spoke up, who was manager of the Mo3, Rainwater, and called them out. He received some flack, and he also received some praise. But before we hear what he had to say, I want us to check out what Zeke's mom had to say, as she responded to the online antics, even questioning was it real, based on a request amount. She wrote, "Hello to all my family members, friends, and colleagues, and whoever else is in my son's circle of associates. Let me just clear up something about the GoFundMe. It's real, not a host. And very near and dear extended family member to me and my immediate family has started this fund in Z's honor. So please be respectful and do your part by either supporting the funds or keeping your mouth shut. If you don't hear it from my immediate circle, please don't be rude and getting into it with people. Support his legacy. Again, this is real." And
one thing we always realize and we talk about it is motherfuckers always take shit to Facebook. That's hey, listen, man. I gotta start getting on Facebook. That's where everybody at, man. I'm joining Facebook. I'm getting on Facebook. Facebook is booming. That's where everybody from the South is at. Because I'm like, I don't got none of them niggas on my goddamn timeline on Instagram. I gotta get on Facebook.
And at that point, Rainwater had went to social media and spoke up against the New Dallas. I guess shaming them because of the GoFundMe. Make sure y'all leave y'all thoughts on that as well. But check out his comments.
The funeral paid for. All the money going to his mama. If the funeral paid for, what's the point of a GoFundMe? Hey, it was a tragic situation when India and a girl was out and they got in a car wreck and one of the women died. Now, her kids are left with no mamas. Another situation when 4 girls was in the car and they got in a car crash. Now they family got to speak about how they go pay for the funeral. You understand what I'm saying? It's a woman dying for cancer right now, and her kids might have to go to foster care and CPS because they don't have no family members. But y'all mad at me because talking about a rapper that's trying to do $100,000 to pay for a funeral. See, it wasn't debating about the mamas. It was about the around. See, y'all made it cool to walk around with $100,000, $200,000 and talk about trap, buying Louis Vuitton. Now, when the pressure on, what y'all gonna do?
What y'all think about that? Is that their responsibility to pay for one of their fellow rappers' funerals or cover the costs? Is that all the New Dallas responsibility? They should all come together and pay for his funeral. Do they have to do that? Should they do that? Let me know what y'all think.
Y'all just forgot to talk about the aftermath. See, it was cool when my partner died, and it was entertaining for 5 years. But now, the pressure on y'all. When I say New Dallas was over, all y'all did was talk about trapping. I ain't seen one hit, no plaques. Y'all not even on Rolling Loud. But y'all called my phone, Montana, talking about how you gonna say New Dallas old, how you New Dallas old. People talk about the Cowboys and LeBron James all the time. I ain't say nothing personal about y'all. How you grew up on Beltline just like me. All I spoke about is the music is trash. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all, I could tell who was raised by daddies and who wasn't. Y'all ain't get out your feelings. Get your...
I like that. I could tell who was raised by their daddies and who was. Get out your feelings, nigga.
Mind on your money. You know, your partner ain't even in the ground good. Y'all was on conference call talking about how y'all finna split up a song. That's finna come out. Ain't grieving.
No, that was that on that. But it seemed I made a mistake. I mentioned that Zeke best friend had went to Instagram to voice how he messed up about losing his best friend. Just 2 days after he lost his life, well, it seemed it was only one. A man identified as Mob Damo, January 6, 2026, went to Instagram and said the following. Bro, where do I stop? Nigga, you been my real friend for 20 plus years.
Damn.
We used to walk to school together in first grade. That's how far back we go. I speak for everybody when I say this. You heard us. Forget the city.
You heard us? Hold on. Wait a minute. You hurt us? Nigga, you killed them, nigga. What? You heard us.
Networking and impacting other lives across the world. You've been a one, and you knew that. You wanted me to rap, so that's what I'm gonna do. You've been on my ass since I came home this time. And I just wanna say as a brother/friend, I appreciate all the times, advice, sacrifices you made for me and the team. I don't think I'll ever be okay or able to shake this. Ain't nobody as genuine, caring, and loving as you, bruh. Anybody that you encountered, you gave them they flowers and showed love towards whatever they did. Go get your rest, brother. We got mama, the girls, and both of your daughters.
Oh, no. This is giving Snake vibes. No. Now you make it. I thought it was going to be an accident. This right here, you was in jail. You just got out. You probably was jealous of this man. You've been with him since first grade. It's always the niggas closest to you that be jealous of you, man. That's a fact. This nigga, I'm going to go on a limb and say he didn't like that. Yeah, he probably smiled in his face. But all the time, he want to take his place. Backstabbers. Y'all know that song. That's all I'm saying, man. And then all of a sudden, he dies. And then you say, I'm going to start rapping. That's what you want to say right now, nigga? You just killed me, nigga. And that's in the message of you grieving, fake grieving, you're going to say, you know what? I'm going to start rapping now because that's what you wanted me to do. Oh, no, you was a snake. You was a snake, bro. You did that shit on purpose.
You taught me so much, and I can keep going. But know that I'm FBG living for this MLB4E business. Hashtag believe that. Long live the Wiz. MLB4E, FBG4E. Now, the first thing after his man had lost his life after the family pulled the plug was him going to rap is alarming in itself.
Right.
And the fact that the world didn't know at that moment, the first week into 2026, that 2 weeks later, he would be the man identified. In the video we just checked out and shared the screenshot as the man who shoot behind Where's the Wizard. And on January 20th, 2026, Damian Robertson, aka Mob Damo, would get arrested. 24 years old, Dallas PD said the U.S. Marshals and Task Force had arrested him in connection with the shooting. And here's the keynote. He was charged with murder.
Man is now facing a murder charge in connection with the shooting death of Dallas rapper Zachary Fields. Known commonly as Zeke the Wizard, Dallas police are saying 24-year-old Damian Robertson was arrested by U.S. Marshals. Fields was killed outside the Pink House, Dallas on New Year's Day. 4 others were also shot.
Well, there you have it, fam.
Damn.
We head out of here. We do want to say once again, rest in peace to Zeke and love and condolences to his family. But just knowing, this was the story of a man who was gunned down by his best friend, who just came home, and the day after the family pulled the plug, he went to Instagram to dedicate his life by saying he's now gonna rap. It's
right.
Crazy.
That's
Looking
crazy.
back, it does put things into perspective. Looking at the cool, calm, and demeanor of Big X the Plug walking out but still furious. They didn't feel a threat on their life. They felt like it was a situation based on how they were speaking that could have been avoided. But I guess many could say that about most situations. Fam, y'all let me know how y'all feel about this one in the comments. This was the update. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until then, I'll catch you guys on the next one.
All right, man.
Nobody.
All right. I ain't gonna lie, man. As you watch these videos, and you know, we watch so many of them, and certain things you can see and read and feel and know what's going on, you know? Just based off the actions of what happened and transpired in those, you know, couple of days, 5 days, 7 days. 5 days being that he was in the hospital, 2 days that the message came out after. It definitely gives vibes of, yeah, it was some slight guilt. Was it intentional shooting his homeboy? I ain't gonna say it was intentional. I ain't gonna say like he purposely shot him in the head. I'm gonna say, but once he did it, did he really feel a way? He probably was like, damn, but at the same time, it was like, shit. Get him out the way, it's time for me to rap now, type shit. You feel me? Without, I don't feel like that whole message and how you painted it was so fraudulent, that caption. That was like, let me clear my name of not being, you know, that was for the people. That wasn't for your homeboy. That was for the people. You wrote that message to the streets was already talking. You know how the streets go. The streets already telling the story before the news got it. So the streets already talking, and that's just like, let me clear my name and, you know, hey, I love you, bro. I got you and your mama and your kids. I got y'all for life. You know what? I'm going to be a rapper too. That's what threw the whole message off. Like, why would you throw that in there? Why would you make the moment where you showing love to your dead homie about yourself? That says a lot. That says a lot. I'm going to start rapping now. What? Nigga, this ain't the time to talk about what you finna do. So that lets me know, like, there was some blind motive going on within y'all friendship. And, you know, you just displayed that. So, you know, did he kill him on purpose? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. Now, was he mad at it when he killed him? Yeah, probably for the first 2 days. After that, it hit him like, hold on, man. Shit, maybe I can get his jewelry. That's my boy since first grade. He would want me to have it. I can get his jewelry. And I can start rapping on his beats. And I can start rapping now. Like, that's the type of vibes it was giving to me. I don't know, man. That shit was weird. Let me know what y'all think, though. What y'all think about the homeboy, man? What y'all think about the situation? Just the way that Big X the Plug and them walked out the club, they was chilling. They seemed comfortable. So they probably like, man, that's them niggas. We knew that was going to happen. I don't know. It was kind of a weird vibe. Like, Big X the Plug is a big deal. And usually somebody shooting the club, they move a little different to get the start up out of there. He was comfortable. Like, shit, nigga. You know, they saw what was going on. They was probably in the club arguing and checking outside. And you know how it go. But let me know what y'all think, man. I'm going to give y'all 2 seconds to smash the like. And as always, get ready for the next reaction.